What's going on, ladies and gents? Latest episode of Being Black is Ghetto. I am your lovely host, Jay Ives, and to my right, my lovely co-host,
Terrence T. Is it like is it yo didn't say yo my lovely co-host? Like, I don't want to be lovely.
I don't want to be lovely. It's crazy. All right, and to my left, all right, none other than the man of the hour, all right, Big Brody on the block. You heard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Brody. I don't even know what to. I'm about to introduce myself like Brody Glover.
Mr. Bitches. Mr. Bitches.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Welcome.
I got my son Terrence in the building. You know, Mr. Put that shit on. That's gonna be the new tag for my boy.
Yeah, I'm on my bummy shit right now. I'm in vacay mode.
All right. As y'all can see, Jayla's not here today. All right, she taking a little step back from, you know, she got some shit going on. All right, but we still love her. All right.
Shout out Jayla, you know.
You feel me? Our light skinned lovely, Long Island's finest. But you know, the show goes on, man. So before we get to the antics, Terrence, how's your week?
Week is good, you know. Getting ready for vacation, birthday coming up, Pisces season.
Pisces season. This thing sound like a tree. Pisces season.
Listen, man.
Yo, Brody, how you living, bro?
I'm chilling. This week is it's like a down week for me. Like I had the last couple of days off.
Yeah.
So I go back to work tomorrow, but I've been chilling in the gym, like regular shit. Nothing crazy.
Feel me? I've been in the gym every day too. I ain't gonna lie, but I'll be posting
I'll be
about it.
into you.
Yeah, I'll be posting that shit, bro. I don't know. I maybe I'm just not at the level to be posting until I start being able to do muscle ups and shit. I ain't posting nothing, bro. But I'm in the gym, man. I'm in the gym.
I feel like when you post, like when you're in the gym, like it just be like niggas see it, they like maybe I should like.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be in the crib and I'll be like I'll go tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'll see my man's will post like I'm like
Should be
being
motivation.
lazy, bro. That's how I'm being lazy. When you get up.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out my man's Princely. He's the definition of like, he always say that a little bit of something is better than a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
So like, even on days where I be mad lazy, I'm like, I really don't feel like going to the gym. I'll be like, fuck it. If I just go for at least 30 minutes, I feel like that's something. But I feel like once you get to the gym, you know you're not even gonna do 30. Like you gonna put in pain. Like once you get there, it's like, all right, bro.
I tell everybody like, the hardest part is getting to the gym. Like once you get there, like once you step inside, you're like, all right, I might as well finish my whole workout.
Yeah, you know.
I'm too lazy to waste my gas to do a half-ass workout. Unless I just came off of work and I go straight to the gym.
I usually do that. Like after my shift, like I leave work and I'll go straight to the gym. But the other day, I'm not gonna lie, I was so tired. I'm in the parking lot like
contemplating like,
and I'm watching cars come in and I said, I can't do this.
Especially when it's cold. Like I'm not gonna lie, these cold weather, months. Getting out of my car, that little. Whatever, how many minutes walk, that 5-minute walk to walk inside the gym, bro, I'll be tight, bro. But it's
like
mad,
I'm not gonna lie though,
bro.
I be fake motivated more to go to the gym in the winter time than the summertime for some reason. I guess the summertime you out just bullshitting, but like in the winter time you could already
summertime is more distractions. Like
that's fact.
Like I could be outside type shit like versus going to the gym. Like,
that's another reason I was telling my mans. I was like, yo, like he's like, I don't know how you go to the gym after work, and I'm like, to be honest, for me it's two reasons. One, if I go to the gym, like I can't. If I go home, I'm not wanting to come back outside. I know myself. Once I get home, I'm staying home. I'm rubbing my feet together. I'm not leaving the house, bro. So like, if I know if I go home, just throw on my sweats, don't even think about it. Just go home, change your clothes, and jump straight back out the door to go to the gym. I'll be sanctioned, bro.
That's why I love going to the gym straight after work because it's like you're already in that mode. You're already outside. Just get that show.
That's why I tell my coworkers I bring my shit to work.
Yeah,
so I have a bag and I just drive from work straight to the gym. Because if I go home, I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah. If I go home first, I'm like,
get too comfortable.
I can sleep for an hour and I'm not going back outside. So they be like, you don't be tired. I'm like, I just think of it as like an extension of my shift. Like,
yeah, and when you go to the gym though, and when you even leave, like you get more energy. Like when you came in. So.
I think also too, people gotta realize that like you don't gotta be in the gym mad long. Yeah, I give the gym like an hour and a half, and I'm out. Like that's all you need, bro. I feel like. Yeah, niggas be feeling like you got to be in there for like 2-3 hours or something. Like, bro, that is cap. I feel like you low-key not even moving efficiently if you in the gym that long.
Bro, I saw a girl say it was a post. And she was gonna post and she was saying like, gotta be in the gym for like an hour and a half. Like you have to do 3 hours minimum. I was like, minimum, and I was like, I had a comment. I said, you want to break down your routine for me?
What is bitch training for? Just try to go out of here.
She said her pre-warm up, her warm up, and then her post stretch and pre. I said,
what
stop.
the fuck?
I said, stop.
Can't forget the photo shoots, too. They be having the photo shoots.
Bro, I seen the shorty pull up to the gym with a tripod. I said, yeah, nah. You losing me, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. You dead losing me.
You know what it is? It's the age of content. That's why.
Yeah, it's the content.
Nobody realized how much people were getting paid off of TikTok until they was about to shut it down.
Yeah.
Everybody started panicking.
That's a fact.
I didn't even know nobody was getting paid like that. It's people who people I know that aren't like super famous, popping. Like they getting bread off of it too. I was like, Oh shit!
Teach me the ways, nigga. I done did over 5 million views on TikTok, nigga. I ain't got $1 from that fucking platform. Bro.
I don't know what they're doing, but like whether it's
fitness,
like paid
man.
promotions or whatever, like, but they're getting bread. I was like, I have a tripod, but I don't have the energy to like go.
Yeah, like I'm not that photo.
I gotta lock in, but I feel like everyone's like, you should make content. You should make content. I'm like, one of these days. Yeah. That was like 3 weeks ago, like 3 months ago.
I'll come
like,
eventually.
No, nigga. Matter of fact, let's make that statement right now. Everyone does not need to make content, bro. I don't give a fuck what you got going on in your life, bro. Everyone says that shit. Oh my God, you do this, you make content out of it. You'd be surprised how fast you start to hate something because you decide to make content out of it. Not every hobby needs to become like a profession.
When you make it, when you make it a chore, I keep telling people that. I was like, when you make it like when this becomes your income and not something you do to get away from what you do to make your income, it starts to get like tedious. Like,
I was just telling him that, yo, on the way here, bro. First, I texted him. I said, yo, bro, I'm taking a nap before I come to the pod, bro. And I was on the way here, like, bro. I took every fiber of my being to even roll out of bed to go pod today, bro. I was tired as fuck, bro. Tired as hell, bro. I did not want to get up. But
it's really, you got to get through the like the slump. Like, it really be like you love doing something, love doing it, and then you'll feel like a drop off. But if you power through that little dip, then you just get right back to it. But that's how it be with me with like everything. I do everything. Like I hyper focus on something, and I'll just like move on.
Like my ADHD, like I feel like I low key got that shit because like I don't know, like I'll start like even like starting a show. Like I'll start a show, watch 2 episodes, then I'll start another show, watch 3 episodes, then I'll start another show. I'm like, yo, bro, what the?
You
what's
you want 3 season 1s?
Like, 3 season 1s is
crazy.
Yo, you basically back to watching cable TV, like how they used to like
episode.
Rotation. But I mean, I don't know. It's really. I mean, I literally have ADHD though. Like I've been trying to tell my mom was like, she didn't even tell me this, but she was like back like when I was in 5th grade. They was like, she was like, oh, like they were trying to tell me you had that, but like, I didn't think that you did, so I didn't really do anything. And I was like,
I ain't really doing anything crazy.
Back then, like parents ain't really give a fuck. Like if your child had that shit, it was just like okay. Like,
it's like we're Jamaican, so she not really like she not really thinking like like
what I mean.
so when I finally like spoke to a therapist and I spoke to a psychiatrist, whatever, they like did the whole diagnosis and they're like, yeah, like you have that shit. So I was like, oh, like this would have helped. Like pre-college, like I could have been at Harvard right now. Like
I could have been at Harvard.
That shit as a crutch, like for real.
But I'm not tripping about it now. Like everything worked out. But I definitely needed whatever help I got from that, like especially in school.
Let's talk about it, man. Mr. College graduate. Tell the people about yourself a little bit, man.
Yeah.
So what do I do? I've been doing like trying to.
Well, I'm a registered nurse. I graduated like a while ago. I've been a nurse for a year and a half now.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I graduated like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's fine. Congrats again.
Thank you. But I don't really like do like a lot. I mean, I do stuff like I make music, I draw, I paint, work out. Obviously, like we just talked about the gym. I go to the gym like 4 or 5 days a week. And I shit post. Like I'm not gonna lie, I shit post a lot.
That's a fact.
I just be in the crib, so I was like, I'm gonna just get these thoughts up. I gotta get it off. Like,
fuck it.
So I'm not gonna be on the phone with my friends all day. So like, somebody gotta hear it. So I just shit post all day. But
oh yeah, we gonna get to that in a bit. We gonna get to that in a bit, bro.
But yeah, the bulk of what I do is like like nursing. Like I like my job. Like I'm only a year and a half into it, so. I was fake slow to start because it's like when you're about to start your career, like it's like okay, like this is what you about to be doing for the rest of your life. Like so, it's not like oh you about to apply and like working at Target or something. Some shit like like you're not really tripping off of that. But I'm like
this
damn.
Is a
once
career.
I start,
like,
then that's it. Like, like being an adult is like really.
When that shit hits you, like being an adult, like what age does that hit you? Like damn, like I'm really like out here adulting. Like
it hit me
out here adulting.
No, it really hits because it's like. It hit me like around 26.
Yeah,
26, 27, because it's like I moved out. Like I got my own place when I was like 27, and that's when it hit me because I'm like, damn. Like even after I leave here right now, I gotta go buy dishwashing liquid. Like
dishwashing liquid,
it'd be shit like that. Like I'd be like about to like. I think I was trying to make like a steak like earlier today. I have no butter in the crib. I was like.
Yeah, I was at my mom's crib.
Like, this never happened at my mom's house. And I'm like, okay, like everything's up to me. Like if the house is clean, it's up to me. If I got dishwashing liquid, if the laundry's even done, so I'm like, it's like a lot, like all at the same time. But once you get like a rhythm, like you feel get used to it.
What made you decide to even move out, like at this age, especially with the climate of the housing crisis now?
it's just now I'm making enough to move out. Like now I'm making enough to live on my own. And my mom, like I love my mom. Like I love her so much. I have to preface it. I have to preface it with that. But it's like and I think everyone can relate to this. Like you butt heads with your parents.
That's
like
fact.
Living, and sometimes you don't even have to be doing anything, bro. Like sometimes my mom would just be pissed about something. Like, where's Cody? Like I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, please. Like I don't have the energy for this today. And your parents don't really. I feel like your parents will always see you as their kid. That's right. And not really as like another human being who has like other stuff going on. Like, my mom will see me like tired, and then she'll just be like, what are you tired from? Like
Yo, parents hate to see you relaxing. What are you tired from?
It's better when I'm working T-Mobile. You just worked the shift at T-Mobile. Like I just did a hard shift at the hospital. I'm like, selling phones is hard too. Like, so she didn't really get that. Plus, I got like personal life shit going on, and like I was like, I'm a person. I got shit going on too. So it's like parents they can't really see that, but it's like. You don't really expose parents to, at least I don't, like to all sides of you, so you can't really fault them for that. That's a fact. But I feel like me and my mom's relationship is way better now.
Since you moved out, right?
We haven't, my mom haven't been in a fight since I moved out.
That's fire. That's fire.
We've not had one. If I could put like an analytics on it, your mom probably averaged 1.6 fights every 2 days while I was like, whether it's like, clean your room, and I'm like, you don't have to be in here. Like,
I can imagine during the pandemic too, like everybody was stuck in the house, and it's just like, yo, all this clashing and shit, like, that shit was bumping
heads, and it's a lot to deal with. But I mean, the pandemic wasn't really like too crazy, but it was like it was heavy for everybody. Yeah. But that's when I think I started nursing school. Mm-hmm. My original plan was to stay at Best Buy and to be a general manager because I heard how much money my gym was making, but I didn't think about it. I was like, I got to be here for like 10 years and move up through the ranks and probably dick ride a little bit. That's really really not my like my thing. Like I don't want to have to do that, and I'm not the type to hold my tongue like when it comes to like management and stuff like that. And I was like, I got to go back to school. Yeah. So and it's funny because as soon as I said I'm gonna go back to school, before the semester even started, I got furloughed. And you know what happened? I literally got furloughed like right before. This is back when I was with my girlfriend. Right before it was on her birthday, and we were about to go to the city for like to celebrate like a hotel or whatever. And my boss is like texting me. He's like, "Yo, could you all hop on Microsoft Teams real quick?" I'm dressed, mind you. I'm dressed like the overnight bag for the hotel is packed and everything. And I'm like, I was like, just FaceTime me, like, I'm about to head out. Yeah. He's like, oh, like it's got to be through Teams. I'm not reading the room at this point.
I'm not reading the room.
Like, I'm about to get lit fucked up.
Yeah, so I was telling my girl, I was like, just chill in the kitchen real quick. I'm about to just talk to my boss on Teams. Yeah. And then he picks up he gets on the Teams and he's like, and I'm like, I've never been fired or furloughed, so I don't know where this is going. And he's he's just explaining the pandemic and whatever and like what it means and da-da-da. At first I was tripping, but everyone knows now how unemployment was back then. Shit, man. And I didn't even understand at the time, like, because at the time I loved the job. Yeah. But when the checks started to come in, I was like, hey.
No, that's a fact, because I'm not going to lie. Like, I finished school right before, I finished school in 2019, right before the pandemic. And then I started my first, like, real, like, adult job. Like, my internship turned into my full-time job. And then I ended up leaving that job because they tried to switch my position, like, from marketing to like some whole other shit. Right. So I left it, right? But I had no idea that, obviously the pandemic was coming. I had no idea. And then it was like, damn, like, what am I going to do now? So I was asked out for a few months, and then them checks started coming in. I'm like, do I really want to go back to work? But nah, I got my ass back to work, though.
Oh, shit, must be nice, bro.
Nah.
Oh, you was working on?
I worked the whole pandemic, bro. I became a first responder 2020. The ass end of 2020. So, like, I worked that at the last part of the pandemic, and I've been working ever since. Before then, I was working for Pepsi, and I worked the entire pandemic. I had 2 jobs during the pandemic. I never got to experience unemployment checks.
I gotta work, and I can get money.
It doesn't feel real.
I didn't get no PPP money.
Bro, when that back pay hit, I was like, oh shit.
Yo, I felt
like I was at El Chapo for a second.
And if you like look back at it, the back pay doesn't really like it isn't like a bunch of money, but like when I got it, I felt like the richest nigga on the planet.
That's nice.
Because when I talk to people, I'm like, I've been waiting, and they're like, it's gonna come, you just gotta give it some time. You just see me refreshing my chase like every day. That shit hit while I was driving to like Trader Joe's or some shit. I turned right around once. I think I told my girl we're going to SDK or something. I was like, bro, I'm not a cook. Never mind.
Pandemic, bro. Niggas was acting up during the pandemic.
I'll never forget. My back pay hit on Juneteenth, and me and the bros brought a grill that same day and we threw food on the grill and shit. I'm like, I was happy as fuck.
Niggas just be doing shit. Niggas see a couple $, fuck it.
But that's like, that was kind of like a glimpse into, I feel like, I keep telling like my mans, I was like, that's kind of like a glimpse of like what it's like when you're like
government assisted.
No, not even that, because the money was so crazy that you were receiving for doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
I felt like that's what it felt like to be like some type of like famous or rich or something. Like you have a job that just pays you like a crazy amount, like those rich people that like whatever, like you just check your account and it's like 10 grand in there, 20 grand in there. Like it's people. There's something that's not a pandemic for them. That's their reality.
Yeah.
Like someone just refreshed their app right now, and a 20K just logged inside their shit. So I was like.
Bro, I forgot what like influencer I was watching that they was like, once you make a certain amount of money, they don't even check their accounts no more.
Shit, I wish I could.
And shout out the magicians. I'll be knowing them because when you be having these conversations with them, I'll be dead ass. They be like, yo, bro, will be like, yo, I just did and made you feel me? And I'll be like, yo, how you took that much money? And they be like, bro, this person got $900K in their account. They are not checking for 10 bands that just left their account. I know when Apple taking that
$10.99 out my account.
No, literally. But like, I have everything at this point right now. Like, speaking of the adulting shit, like I have everything on autopay. Yeah. Like everything is on autopay. So
yeah, that's different type of responsibility.
Subtle flex.
I couldn't think of doing that like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, you know,
you're security.
They'll also give you like a little discount. They're like $10 off if you do autopay. Yeah. It's like I'm like, if I do autopay this, I'm saving like $40, $50 a month. I was like, I'll take it. Like, but
I think that's what comes with the like responsibility when you do move out. I always tell myself when I move out, I want to have obviously a certain amount of money already just saved up in the savings, then a certain amount of money you already have allocated. So when I move, this goes to the furniture. Yeah. Like you should already have like that whole 3 months rent, you know, in the stash. So that way you're solidified. So that when we do move out, you're able to do these things, which is, you know, throw everything on auto pay. I ain't got to really worry about nothing unless obviously something really like, you know, dramatic happens.
Yeah, like it's like. Finances, it really takes like a big load off your shoulders because people be saying like money's not everything. It's not. I feel like the two most important things is like money and your health. Because you could be the richest person if you're not healthy. Then like you're in the hospital with all the other people who they're broke, they're rich, you don't know, and you could be the healthiest person, you got no money. It's like you can't enjoy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You can't enjoy your health. So, but definitely like once your finances are in order, that's like. Probably the best thing you could like have.
Bro, I be saying it all the time, bro, especially in New York. Niggas complain that it's always like, you know, the jobs are kind of fucked up out here or it's really expensive to get money. I'm like, bro, it's really not. You get a job at MTA, you get paid 6 figures, bro. At top pay, you be a cop, paid at 6 figures, bro. There's a lot of jobs out here that you don't got to do too much to get paid a good like penny, bro. It's the problem is, this millennial generation is mad picky as to what they want to do and still make top dollar on. Or this whole, I want to be my own boss and this all entrepreneur shit. I be saying every episode, bro.
A lot of people don't like to stick at their job for long term anyway. They'll do a job for like 6 months and be out. Like
with the MTA and the cop stuff though, you have to like you got to put some footwork in though before you.
Only 5 years.
Only 5 years.
Only 5
That's half
years,
a decade.
Like crazy, bro.
But I get what you're saying though, because it's like you could also spend 5 years doing nothing. So you might as well spend it doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like the same argument I have with people saying 5 years is crazy. I'm like, oh, so you think working 5 years at ShopRite ain't no different? Like, that's why I'm confused. Like, that don't make no sense, bro.
I always tell people the time is gonna pass anyways. Like,
you might as well make it productive.
I make 5 years of my job in June. Yeah, it don't even feel like it, bro.
Yeah, like the whole time you could have still been at whatever job you was working at before that and not even attempted to go to your job. So it's like, I'm like, bro, whatever you're gonna do, like, remember that the you in like 5 years or 10 years, like. They're counting on you from like right now.
You put in the work now for 5 years.
Whether you have like kids or a wife or a girl or whatever, like make sure whatever salary you're projecting for can take care of your family, like,
that's right.
And however long. I always say that because I'm like, we're goofing off now because we're young right now, but I'm not gonna be so young in 5.
That's what I'm saying, yo. My trajectory for myself always was like, if you're gonna like fuck off and do whatever, that's from the ages of 18 to 25. Once you hit 26 and up, bro, you better start tightening up and structuring up because you're going to blink your eyes and you're going to be dead ass 30.
And even before 25, like, there's like a little grace period that like 23, you have to start at least thinking.
Yeah,
like,
some type of seriousness.
Yeah, be like, you don't have to like make a, some type of act on it at that moment, but you got to like think. Because like 23 is around the age that everyone like graduates college and people like just figuring out what they want to do and stuff like that. But just have an idea, like think out there, like, because...
If I were to drop any gems for like younger people, I would say like Yeah, like you were saying, at that age, really know what you want to do. But if you don't, that is the age too where you can pivot. There's mad people I know that like their careers are completely different from what they originally thought they was gonna do. Shout out my son Anya. All right, I remember when we was in high school, she dead ass was like, I want to be a biochemist when I come out. She about to graduate law school in like 2 months. I'm like, it's two different, completely different lanes, bro. Like, especially for me, I went to school to be a paralegal. I never thought I would be in a career that I'm going in now, but. Fuck it, life happened, bro. Life be life.
But the one thing you gotta learn about motivation, I realized this, you can't decide what motivates people, because before I went back to school, my mom was telling me to go back to school every day, and I was like, "Be quiet, I'm gonna be a general manager." Like,
I want to be a general manager.
And because like general managers, they make so much money, but like I was saying this stuff before, and my mom was like, "No, well, if you go into healthcare, then you can do this and do that." But my mom's a nurse. Yeah. And I was like, I just wasn't trying to hear it. And I also didn't want to go back to school because I already graduated with a degree. Yeah. I'd have to go back into a nursing program. And I was like, I hate school. I'm good at it, but I'm not the biggest fan of like school. And I think education is important, but school is hideous to me. But like, you can't motivate people. Like it really just happens. You want to know how I really ended up going back to nursing school? Let me tell you, because I was so hell-bent on being general manager. I was like, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna be a supervisor, jump to manager, jump to operations manager, blah, 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 and just eventually be a GM, make hella money, and then whatever. Obviously, this is gonna take some years, but I was focused at that time. And I meet a girl. Doesn't always start like that. And I meet a girl, and she's in nursing school in Georgetown. And I make this girl my girlfriend in like a month. Like a month or two, because like
tender ass nigga.
We're locked in. We're like, usually I'm really not like that, but
I'm telling you, it'd be that one. It'd be that one.
And she was in nursing school, and I'm like, damn, like when I don't even know if it's called like infatuation or honeymoon phase or whatever it is, but you just thinking like, yo, how can I make life easier for this person or whatever it is. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, bro, she gonna be graduating in like a year. And I'm going to still be maybe like a sales lead or whatever it is. I got to get this money today so I could take care of Shorty today. So I was like, at that point, like, I think we was like in bed one day, and I was like, I might just take the entrance exam to
see what you gonna say.
I might just take the entrance exam to get back into school. Like, she's like, shit, really? And I was like, yeah. And then I literally just, like, I did it. I literally took, this is during, like, it was at some point in the pandemic. I went back to school in like 2021. I'm literally in DC, like on in one of the housings there, taking the exam, like to get back into I'm taking the T's like on the computer, like. She's like, how do you think you did? I was like, I don't know, like, and I'm just in my head praying to God. I'm like, please, like, please. So I made it in, and then like, that was the whole plan the whole time. In my head, I was like, okay, like, we're both gonna be nurses. We're gonna get married. We're gonna like travel, do travel nursing and whatever. Like I feel like the dream is to like have both people making like a lot of money. Yeah, like
that part.
Because you can have. I feel like having one person make a bunch of money and one person making nothing. It's like double is always better. But that's another conversation. But
it ain't. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it.
But yeah, I literally, and mind you, my mom was telling me, Cody, go back to school. Go back to school. Go back to school. I'm like, be quiet. I don't want to hear it. Da da da. Like you're my mom. Like be quiet. Like so. This girl didn't even ask me to go to school one time, by the way. I just saw that she was in school. And maybe it was like my male ego a little bit. That was like, okay, like you can't have her making way much more bread than you. Like, so I was like, let me lock in, because like I don't want to be the boyfriend that's like either holding you back or even if you don't feel like I'm holding you back, like your friends is like, oh, what's your boyfriend doing? They're like, oh, like
bum ass
nigga. Like he's a lead at this tech sales store. Like I was like, oh, okay. That's good for you, girl. Like, so I locked in. I went to school, graduated. I started as a nurse, and I'm like, obviously we're not together anymore, but I can't ignore that influence like on my life. Like I'm like, I know I would have always went back eventually. Like sometimes like life is like, you gotta lock in or you're cooked. But I do appreciate it happening that soon or like at that time, because I thought everything worked out.
Well, I do ask, with that being said, do men find successful women intimidating?
I think it depends. It depends like who the guy is. Like some niggas, like I don't know. Like some men, like if they got motion, like they don't mind somebody. They prefer somebody with motion. Like it be the people who like they have nothing going on. It's like they get offended by your grind. Like they be like, yo, why like what? Like they don't understand like the grind. So I think it depends on the person. Like I don't know.
Damn, do men find successful women? That's like a tough question because it's like on one hand you don't really want like someone who's leeching off you and not doing anything.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't say intimidating, but it's like if you have an ego, and we all do.
Yeah.
By the way, like I feel like some people can be like they don't have an ego or whatever. Like it may present in a different way, but everybody has an ego.
That's right.
Depends on what type of ego you have. Mm-hmm. You may be intimidated. It may not present itself like how you think. Like may not present itself in jealousy or like in like crazy actions, but maybe you find yourself like going a little bit harder, or maybe you're not as vocal when they accomplish something. Like you feel me? Like
I feel like when it comes to the pay scale of between men and women, right? I feel like I always said about myself, as long as we're not like the gap isn't super crazy, I don't care if my girl makes more money than me. Now there's a difference if you make $50,000 a year and your girl make $150,000. All right, now you might feel that's when the ego might hit a little bit. Like, nah, my shorty really get to the bread. But like, I don't understand. Like, if you clear $130 a year and your shorty make like $150, like. I don't care as long as I know that my shorty basically not carrying me financially. Like if she did leave me, my lifestyle kind of don't change like that. Like it's not like like your dad ass taking care of me as my woman. Like no, you get your bag, I get my bag, and like so we just put our bag together type shit.
Because that changes the dynamic in the relationship too. Like I don't know. I feel like people. I don't know if this is like a hot take. I hope it's not. I don't want you to tear my ass up, but people in the same financial bracket should really date each other because it's almost like you're staying because of like, like security. Like it's not really influenced by like love or anything like that anymore. Like this, it's like the point I'm at right now. Like I mean, usually it's like this is the woman feeling like this, but the point I'm at is like if I date someone, like I know like I could like if I want to, I could just go because I'm not depending on you. Like I'm not like if I break up with you, you're not gonna kick me out your house.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
you see a lot of
I have my own stuff. Like you being like dating me is not contingent on like if I eat today. So it's like you end up living with someone that genuinely despises you because like they need somewhere to stay. Yeah. So and that happens.
So a lot of homeless people out here.
That happens a lot.
Talk about it, bro.
So you don't want that, and you don't ever want the thought in your head like, does this person really love me or? Like, are they hungry? Like,
you mad at me because you don't got your own $20 for lunch?
Yeah, so like, and if you are gonna like I guess like date out of your bracket, I guess if you date someone with like ambition or something, or like I don't even know how to like articulate it, but.
That's what I'm saying, yo. And now with our new day and age, that traditional woman shit for me, like, is low-key clipped. Like, that's why I want a woman that really get to the bag because that whole, like, you're going to be the stay-at-home mom. Like, no, bro. God forbid something happened to me. Yeah. How are you going to protect? How are you going to take care of this household that we are trying to build together? Right, we can end up having kids or something. I would drop dead tomorrow. What you going to do?
They have to marry somebody else. I always say that. I was like, if they're completely dependent on you and they don't have any, like, skills, like, in the workforce or anything like that, the only option is to wait for your life insurance policy to cash in or marry somebody else who has money. Like, that's the only option, really.
And I don't even understand as a woman how you can be comfortable living like that.
I feel like that was always the woman's role prior to, them, like, getting, like, the, like, rights to work and stuff like that. And they want to stay in that role, but they also want to take a part of the role of the modern woman. You can't really indulge in both. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I know, like, there's no offense to my friends or whatever, my female friends were like, I know a lot of girls who can't cook. Like, they can't cook at all. Yeah. But I'm not gonna get on their ass about it. Like they have money. Like, they can afford to just buy food. Yeah, exactly. But you can't, like, want a guy, like, that's just gonna take care of everything. Yeah. He also has to come home, cook too.
Yeah.
My thing is, you can't expect a man to do everything and still feel like you got an opinion. That's gonna be my hot take. Oh my God. I'm sorry. You're not telling me I gotta pay all the bills. I take care of everything financially, and you gonna tell me what you can and cannot do. What? Nah, you're not jacking out. Are you dumb? This is a dictatorship, not a democracy. I say jump, you say how high.
I do not co-sign that.
I'm just saying, I'm being honest, bro.
Not my views.
I'm being honest.
There's a very, very small truth to that. I'm not co-signing that. I'm not co-signing that. But yeah, it's like something has to give. It's a give and take. But I personally believe, like, it's a partnership. That's the only way it's gonna work, especially with what's going on right now. I'm not gonna speak on it, but that's the only way it's gonna work. Like
I always just say that. I would hate to be the breadwinner. I come home and you ain't cook shit. You don't pay no bills, and you wanna come home to an argument?
Ain't clean.
Yeah, bro. Bed not made. I'm
Like,
coming home to an argument.
that's why I get, okay, like do something to make my life easier. Like,
bro. Like I said, I've been in some of them bags, bro. Yo, listen, man. Just leave it at that. Listen, man, bro. But anyway, all right. So talking about that, thoughts on the red pill community? I know you hate such individuals that we will not say their name on this podcast. But what do you think about that, the red pill movement altogether?
in not so many words, I have a vitriol, malice, and hate for them as a society. I hate them. Because, bro, we can't really control like the access kids have to the internet, especially younger men. And the red pill is so toxic with how they deal with women and how they talk about them. It's just like, bro, you can't have like a whole, at this point, an army of like little ass niggas just coming forward and just hating women. Like, it's not gonna work. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Or they don't see them as, I guess, like on equal ground or equal footing. Like, it's just like the way they talk about them, the way they talk to them. And I feel like they bring on a certain type of women that participate in certain types of like online whatever they do, so that they kind of have some justification to talk to them like this.
Yeah, feel better about themselves.
I really, I don't care for them at
Yeah,
all.
every time I see red pill niggas, you could literally just see like you was not cool in school. Like I never seen not one of them that's like you was one of them niggas and like you was like that your whole life. Like you could always tell that you was probably lame. You went to college, got your money up, and now you want to talk to girls all types of way because you might have got curved by Cassandra way back when. Like, bro, tighten up, bro.
And you can kind of tell like their interaction like with women, like whether it's like women in their lives or like women in their past. Sometimes like as a man, like you do find yourself like with those thoughts, like they kind of like some type of misogynistic thoughts they do like spark in your head, and sometimes you have to be able to check yourself and be like, all right, I'm wild, like that's OD. They don't have that. Whatever it is that lets them not do and not say that stuff. Like I don't. And if I'm ever in a position where I meet one of these guys, I'm not backpedaling.
Standing on business.
If you see this and then you see me, you ask me about it, I'm saying the exact same thing. I might say more. But I don't like them. And the influence they have on kids is just like, on younger men, it's like the way, if you've ever interacted with like a younger kid and like you hear how they like talk, like whether it be like someone who's 16, 17, like if I'm going to hoop or whatever, and there's like younger guys there. Yeah. Like sometimes like you can catch a glimpse like of the content they're taking in, and I'll check that shit, bro. I'm like, yo, you can't talk about like women like this way, bro. Like
my thing that just lose me too, because 9 times out of 10 I'm like, you probably have a mother. Like who raised you? Why do you feel like women are beneath you? Yeah. Especially at that age where you ain't even got money to even talk like this. Like where is this coming from?
And that's the thing. I was like, you guys are listening to guys who pay for their interactions with women, like women who they deem like acceptable, like aesthetically. Yeah. They have to pay. Like they're on these sites where they have to pay to do these things.
And that's what'd be so funny too, because the number one complaint for them be like, oh, you're talking to these girls that talk to these broke ass niggas and they want to come back to you. No, you gotta know your worth. I'm like, you're just tight because these same broke niggas is over there fucking the same bitches that you fucking. You know why? Because you're lame, bro. And money does not unlame you, bro.
It doesn't unlame you, and it can't imitate like organic things. Yeah. So if I'm naturally like,
a funny nigga's gonna get a bitch way quicker than a nigga with money any day of the week, bro.
So it's like, it's just not gonna work for you, especially with how you think and how you like, I don't know. But can I say this? There's no hope for them. So like maybe for the community, the guys who are in the comment section, like taking in that content, possibly like there'll be a switch or whatever. But the guys who are like feeding you this, and a lot of it is rage bait and they're gauging for engagement and stuff like that. So whatever you have to do to get your bag, but yeah, I have no hope for you.
Cause that's another thing too, and we gonna jump into this real quick as well, that old term sassy, right? Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm with the girls when they be saying that shit. Like the way they interact with women when they start screaming at you, like you're a bitch and you're blah, 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 and you're saying all these like derogatory terms towards women. Right. If you really don't mess with a girl, then just be like, yo, I'ma holler at you. That's it. Yeah. I'm cool if you shorty, do your thing. That's all you gotta do.
Extra shit, like
for you to sit there and succumb to all of these extra words of badgering and whatnot, it's unnecessary. It's dead unnecessary. Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I can't even find anything nice to say about them.
Nah, facts.
Like when I think they got demonetized, and I think I cooked that day. I just had a great day. I was like, yeah, like, and I don't hate on anyone, but it's like, bro, like certain things I have nothing but hate for. It's like, come on, like, there's no other emotion I could offer you. Like, I promise. But for the most part, I'm not hating on nothing. But yeah, that stuff is just, it's too crazy for me.
Yeah. But anyway, talking about that, like I said, why men that voice their opinion to women are deemed sassy?
Women don't like pushback.
That part.
That's all I'll say is like I've seen like, you know what's so funny? Like if you're on Twitter or like X, I still call it Twitter. Yeah. But if you're on Twitter and like you make a point at like a woman like, and somebody will like either interject with a joke or like call you sassy, that shit like that reply that they made to you will go like viral. But what you said was like a fact. Yeah. Or whatever. But I don't think women like pushback. And they'll be like, oh, like a guy's like sassy for arguing or talking too much. And if you think about it, all the careers that are like male dominated involve talking, like political, lawyer, like these guys are talking and arguing all day. Yeah. Like, that's what, for the most part, that's what like those guys do. Like your leaders in history, that's what they do, talk. Like, so, I mean, can it be sassy sometimes when it gets like into like what you were saying before, like a name calling derogatory, maybe, yeah, but if a guy's just giving you pushback on an opinion that you have, I don't think that's sassy in it. Yeah. I really don't let it bother me at this point. Like when that first came out, like the term when it started to, pick up some steam, I was like, what are y'all talking about?
Nah, I think we as men, we gotta stand on business with that term sassy, because I feel like you said, the problem is the pushback, bro. If you not just allowed to say anything you want to me and I'm supposed to just eat it because I'm a man. Yeah. So, like, where do we find the middle ground at? Because it'd be 1 minute, men are not vocal enough, men don't speak up for themselves, men are not emotionally intelligent, but then when we decide to speak up for ourselves, have an opinion, you're sassy, you're doing too much, real men don't move like that. I beg thy fucking pardon. Yeah,
as long you're allowed to, like, I feel like the way women see is like you're allowed to voice your opinion as long as it's within the margins of what I deem acceptable. Yeah. And that's really, really what it is.
Say it louder from the back.
Once you come outside like those, like the girls like, oh, I don't really agree with that. It's like, no, like you're a bitch, like, or like that's sassy, or if it's something that they take offense to, like maybe you said something that they feel personally.
Like I said, women are very intelligent, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, even at the height of this podcast, reading them comments, it's mad emotional answers. Mad emotional answers. Like I always say, the definition, the emotional maturity shit. Emotional maturity is not even a fucking word. It's not even a phrase. You can literally go on Google. It's not real, bro. Emotional intelligence is. Emotional maturity is not. I had thousands of women telling me how much I'm not emotionally mature. I'm all right. Keep making up a fucking definition that's not in no book you can possibly find on earth.
They're gonna fry you for this.
No, I'm saying they definitely are. But I'm like, yo, bro, that phrase in itself is not in any dictionary, not in any. There's like, oh, you gotta the DSM. That's not in the DSM either for therapists. It's not in anything you can look at for fucking anything fact related, bro. But let women tell it. You're not this. All right, bro.
When it comes to like. And you know what it is, like the older I get, the more I haven't. Obviously, like me, I don't want to say obviously y'all don't know me, but me and my ex, like I think we had spoken like a couple months ago. This is the only girl that can really get an argument out of me. But
I got Tom today.
In the last 2 or 3 years since we broken up, I haven't argued with a woman about anything. You want to know why? I'll just close my phone. If you want to talk to me like you have sense, then I'll respond. But I don't have to argue with you, like, and once I realize that, like, I swear my life is just so much more peaceful.
Nah, for real.
Like, I just don't, like, once I see, like, you call me out of my name, I was like, I could show you who I am for real, but I'm gonna, because a girl could be like, you're a bitch, you're sassy, you're this, you're that, and you'd be like, you're actually kind of a bitch, and you'd be like, what? Like, how could you call me out of my name? Like, how could you do that to me? Like, and then I'm like, and then they're telling their friends, they're like, did you call so-and-so a bitch? And I was like, yeah, but she said, we don't care what she said to you. And I'm like, okay. So once you learn that, once you learn that, I just really like, I don't really engage in
bro, I've been in them bags anymore, way too many times, bro. Like, literally, like, I'm not trying to violate you or disrespect you. If bitch has a definition that means X, Y, Z, and your friend literally fits this definition of X, Y, and Z, why am I not allowed to call her that? I'm just being honest. I ain't trying to be heavy, but like,
bitchy. Like you being bitchy. Like you're being bitchy right now. You're not a bitch, but like you're being bitchy right now.
So it's like, and I feel like I'm so far removed from that when like whoever I was dealing with brought me back to it, I was like, I can't do this because I don't even recognize this guy. So, and it's like I'm also doing it because I know the connotation that comes with like a guy reacting, like being reactionary, like, oh, like, yeah, like he sassy, you're responding like you're. Listen, I've had disagreements with people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like I don't shut people out emotionally or anything like that. Like, we can have a conversation if we're disagreeing or you don't like something I did or I don't like something you did. I'll talk to you like this. Like, I'll talk to you like straight on right now. But when when voices gets raised, you calling people out their name. Yeah, nah, I'm exiting. That's
what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel a need to really argue with people like that either. Like I said, the last argument I got into, like, I had to really, like, I was so proud of myself. Cause I was like, yo, I'm not even gonna bring myself up here because also too, now you're gonna be on some tough guy shit. But like I always say, you realize a lot of niggas are not like that, bro. So I'm like, yo, bro, I feel like I'm bullying you if I go up here with you. Please bring your voice down because if you come up here, my hands are gonna touch your face, bro. So please, like, let's keep it here, bro. If you're not ready to take it up a notch, bro. I respectfully, bro. I feel like as men, you got to talk to each other with respect. That's all I ask for. Respect me, respect you. We don't gotta agree. We could agree to disagree. Yeah. But at some point, when that boundary of respect get crossed, watch your mouth before I run into you.
Definitely, like, respect. I don't really have any problems like with this, like with other. Actually, I mean, I don't know. I do. Because it's like at the end of the day, like I know my personality is I'm very like calm for the most part, but I do have a temper. I am very competitive when it comes to like I do play sports, I do like work out and shit like that. And when you do things like this and you're around other men or whatever, things can get heated. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say like, oh, like I'm just the most mature above whatever. Like it's I just try to keep shit within my control. But if it's not, then it don't matter to me. Cause
also probably because you got some bread. A lot of the times niggas be angry and frustrated because they broke. Talk about it. I'm telling you, that'd be the number one root of why niggas be upset, angry, and mad at the world. They be broke.
Mad at themselves. And don't get me wrong, that's a completely valid reason to be mad. Like,
but don't take that shit on other people.
Like that's a completely valid reason to be upset. Like I don't want y'all to feel like because you're broken, you're angry. That's
you're broken, you're angry.
That's a very understandable reason to be angry. Don't take it out on me, but if you're angry about that, then. Bro, there's been times like in the past where I've been broken. I'm just like, I'm not taking it out on people, but I'm pissed. I'm like, damn, like
be mad at everything on you.
Like I do what I can to get what I need at the moment, but like sometimes you just need a lot.
But niggas just gotta become more fiscally responsible. Like, bro, there's no reason why you spending your last on a pair of Mary jeans, bro. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, is it really you broke because like shit is really fucked up outside? Like life is hard, or is broke because you one of those? I gotta spend my whole check at the club every fucking weekend.
Yeah, some niggas gotta maintain it.
Just got paid Friday. You in last stop till 3 a.m. Relax, like, relax, bro.
Like, and that what's funny? I think that's harder than. I think getting like transitioning to a certain amount like that you're making, it's really hard to like move your mindset from. Let's say you're making 30 or 40,000, and now you're making like 140,000 or something like that. It's hard to shift your mindset to a nigga that's making this because you're still thinking, you're still thinking small and stuff like that. So that transition does take a while, but definitely spend your money more responsibly. I'll back that message. Do I do it all the time? No. Like I'm definitely always like fine, but I could be in better position if I was more responsible.
What's your current views on the dating market?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's awful out here.
It's awful out here.
It's only awful, like I would say for me, because I'm very picky. I'm gonna be honest. I've only had 2 girlfriends in my entire life. Other than that, I'm usually single. I'm dating. I'm
nigga shit.
I'm doing what I like, what I do. So,
hello, yeah.
But aside from that, let me not say it's awful, but it's hard to find somebody that's like, first of all, like someone could check all your boxes and you still not feeling them. So it's like, that's when it's like, damn, like, am I being picky or whatever? And I used to be super like strict on what I would go for and not go for in the past.
As far as like what, physically?
No. I like what I like.
I like what I like.
But as far as like I don't know, certain things like what they do or like, things I'd be like no, like this is completely like out of the question. Where I'm getting older now, I'm like, okay, everyone's not perfect, and also I have, like my own issues with certain things too, and I can't expect for you to be perfect, and I'm just over here like I'm just me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So also a lot of people, they don't feel the need to change. And I feel like that's really, really dangerous. Like some people are just, that's just how I am.
But I think it's when you talk about the need to change, it's like, who are you really changing for? Are you changing because you're in a relationship, or you're interested in this person, or do they want to change for themselves?
Yeah, so that's what I'm like. That's kind of what I'm saying too. It's like I noticed in like past relationships that I've had, I found myself like changing. I'm also changing for who I am, but I mean, I'm also changing for the person I'm with. But within that change, I'm changing for the better, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like. I used to always like, I used to be more vocal in their arguing. I used to curse when I argue like a lot. And I used to like argue like a lot, like it's like nothing could be said without me saying like fuck or like what are you talking about? I mean, sometimes today is still like that, but I have a little bit more control. But, they were like, I don't really like when you talk like that. I don't, it makes me feel a certain type of way. And ever since then, I don't really talk or I try not to talk like that as frequently as I did. So while I did make this change for a person, overall in your life, it's gonna help you to not talk to people, like that. So I feel like some people are just like, that's how I am, and then that's what it is. Like take it or leave it. And I can't really go for that.
Yep, that's me. I'm niggas. I'm niggas, bro.
So like, I mean.
But also, I feel like that's what goes back down to accepting who you are. And like I said, I know I'm an acquired taste. I don't want to be friends with everybody. I don't need to be friends with everybody. And I don't need everybody to like me. If you fuck with me for the person that you see, we can rock together. If not, kick rocks. Like, I don't give a fuck. You got, like, I'm saying? I think low-key, if we to really start talking about it, what bothers me is the people that feel that they have to be friends with everybody. Every relationship matters in their life. Like, bro, you are not going to be able to please everybody around you.
It's impossible.
And low-key, I don't think people that try to please everybody around them don't realize that internally, at least in my opinion, they're two-faced individuals, bro. Because at that point, that's when you start playing both sides.
Yeah, you start playing too many sides.
You playing both sides, bro. Have what you stand on. Have your pedestal and stand on that bitch, bro.
I'll agree with that.
You feel me? Have your pedestal and stand on that bitch.
I used to be like that when I was like younger, but I don't know what age it switched. It definitely my teens, where I was like, I don't.
At some point, you just gotta call people out on their shit. Like it's like, bro, like there's no way you think this shit is okay.
Yeah, like I be like, I don't. Yeah, like I used to always be like, well, like they could have. No, not even for a long time. I haven't been able to like. I'm really not like a person who could like hide their feeling. Can't hide my face, and I'm not gonna say the 100% nicer thing all the time. I do try to be a little bit nicer with how I deliver things, but some things it just is what it is.
Yeah.
I always just say whatever I say, and I just follow it up with, you don't think that's crazy? That's all I say. And then if once again, depending on what you answer, if you like it, I love you, and I'll leave it at that, bro. You can't change nobody. You can't change nobody, bro. But if somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
And as far as dating, bro, like you should date beyond looks and stuff, but it's really hard if you have like a certain type, and it's just like sometimes I feel like I've ran into some girls where I'm like, yo, you would make a good girlfriend, but you're not really like, like 100% like my type. Like I don't know if it's like physically or like all the way, like you don't really fit everything that I'm looking for.
And you have the qualities.
Tell them bad bitches are horrible people.
Oh, they're terrible.
Bad bitches are terrible people.
They can't cook.
They can't cook.
But I mean, I've met some really good ones, but for the most part, I'm not gonna make the exception to rule. But yeah, like they're not the. I'm not gonna tell you that they're horrible people. Like women are amazing. But like my experience with a majority of them, they're not because they don't experience world how like a regular person does.
And that's only actually go for women. I've met men that are objectively handsome, and they're in the same bracket. Like, they don't know how to talk to girls because in their life of going to school and shit, a girl probably had a crush on them. They don't know how to speak to women. Like I said, being medium ugly is the best. You gotta learn how to bag girls, bro. You gotta learn how to talk to women, bro. Because obviously they ain't come.
I did have that problem.
You feel me?
I did have that problem. I mean, I'm definitely better now. I'm older. Like I'm outside more. I'm getting like my what do you call it? Like my reps in or whatever. Like, I'm staying behind after practice. I'm getting my shots up. Like, but yeah, usually like I was used to like girls like they approach me or be like like I like you or whatever. I'm not really used to like go to somebody in the club. Like I don't know how to handle the after part of if a girl says like, nah, I'm not really like. Do I just stand here?
Do I just stand here?
Do I go to the bar? Like what do I do? Like do I reconvene with the party? Like I don't know, but
I've always been the habit of like if I'm out in a public spot, I'm not running down until I'm about to leave. Because I'm not about to make it awkward that I ran down and now you curve me and now I just got to go back to my respective corner in the club.
Like okay. Like,
what's that meme that with that dog is hand in the pocket? That's he over there standing like, bro, after you get curved.
It's hard. Like, I mean, I've had like, I feel like I got more comfortable when I was like, it was like my mid-20s, honestly. Honestly, because before that, I would just talk to, it'd be a girl would approach me. If you're my type, I'm gonna fuck with you. If not, then it's like, I'm married, like, or some shit like that. Like, so, but yeah, a lot of girls, they do like a guy that approaches, like, they could think you like the finest nigga in the world, but they're not gonna approach you. Like, some girls are just not. Some are bold, but some are really like, nah. I
be telling the bros that all the time, like, yo, you be surprised how many girls you could really run down on just by, once again, just starting the conversation. But you too scary to go over there because you think like you gonna shot. Like you say, you get shot down. Fuck it, ball up top.
Yeah, and most girls don't really have any like game like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, some girls have said some shit to me, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I first started podcasting, like back in like 2017, a girl, she DM'd me and she was just like, she was trying to get into podcasting, but she was like, yo, really though, like, I'm just trying to, like, I'm shooting my shot. But I'm like, bro, you could just off rip, like, if you would just clear off rip about like shooting your shot.
You hold the mics and shit.
Yeah,
like,
you just wasting time. Like, bro, like,
you're not trying to podcast.
Not trying to podcast.
Yeah, it's like, I thought you respected the craft. Like,
Respecting the craft.
I thought you like, drinking me a left of the game.
Love of the game,
bro. Nah, it really do be like
I see now you said that it's going for because you know how many niggas I be playing Apex with the bros and they be like, yo, podcasting in a new version of photography. Cause they swear all photography niggas be trying to just do photographs just to get bitches, bro. And I'm like,
and I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot of niggas like
doing bullshit like you did.
That is not this podcast, guys.
They like oil up and put some Cheerios on yourself real quick. Like, go over here in this corner.
Butt ass nigga in the tub.
They be like, we need the shirt. Let's do one with the shirt, without the shirt. Let's see.
Yo, photographers is one of the horniest niggas.
I don't trust those photographers. Yo,
photographers are the horniest niggas go crazy.
Whoever I end up with, don't tell me about no shoot, please. And I have to be
I gotta
there.
I gotta be there, front and present. Like.
I gotta be there, and I'm gonna have a turtleneck, like, just in case, whatever, like, anything is gonna happen. Like, bro, I'm not every photographer. I know some cool photographers, but
standing in the back like Shug, bro. What you mean, like? Because I don't know, girls need photo shoots for everything too, though, bro. Like. The only one I can understand, I guess, as an adult now is the maternal shoots. You feel me? Go get your little, shots up. But other than that, bro, why you need a photo shoot every birthday? And then why you gotta be half naked in a little fishnet? Nah, bro, we not doing that, bro.
For the gram, bro.
Baby oiled up. Nah, we not doing that.
I have to evolve my mind beyond a man because I love that. So he's above me. I'm gonna give him that. Like, anytime I see ass, it's a good day for me. So I'm just like,
anytime I see ass,
I ain't fucking with the fishnet. Like, happy birthday. Like,
happy birthday.
I like the fish. Like, happy birthday. Like,
yeah, until she your girl though, and that's a problem.
I'm like, whoa, but yo, girls always say that, right? I love that you said that because girls would be like, oh, like, you don't like when I dress like this and so, but you in the comments of so-and-so dressed like this. Mind you, I'm not in anybody's comments, but, or like.
So let's get that straight.
I always have to put a disclaimer, but I'm like, bro, this is not my girl. Like, this is like, bro, like, if I see a nigga like drive a dirt bike over 100 like trucks, I'm like, yo, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, you want to do it?
No.
No. What, are you crazy?
That's good.
Or like my little brother wants to do it. I'm like, no. Yeah. Like, no. Like, he's not doing that either. But this guy, like, yeah, that was cool. Like when he did it. So yeah, it's not the same. Like, you can't compare it, bro. You can't. So that's basically all I have to say for that. But
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, so when it comes to what you allow your shorty to wear, I mean, like I said, it just certain things you just should know is acceptable and not acceptable. I've said it on the pod, and I'm gonna say this is gonna be the last time I say this bar. But bro, I had a shorty dead ass pull up to a funeral in a crop top, bro.
Crop top is crazy.
That's not even like inappropriate. It's just bad fashion sense.
Like,
it's not even like, hey, this is too
like,
sexy. This is
terrible choice. And then shorty looked at me and said, what's wrong with what I got on?
Some people don't understand like time and place.
That's what I said. Maybe I'm too Jamaican for it. Because, you know, when you go to church, you just got to be dressed the type of way regardless.
Yeah,
like,
you'll be surprised.
I'll never forget when I was a kid and I see the nigga come to church in jeans and Jordans. I say, huh, my Jamaican heart fell to the floor. Like, bro, you're crazy.
At the funeral, I'm like, what are we doing? I'm like, what are you
here for?
What are you doing?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why I had to have my reevaluation. Like, I'm like, yo, Jordan, you got to fix who you talking to, bro, because this is crazy.
But the thing with would you let your girl dress like this? I vet everyone I would date, so I just know you wouldn't do that. And if you do, I know this is a one-off. Don't let it be.
I know this is a one-off.
I know, like maybe you wanted to try something different. Maybe you like was experimenting. Don't make this a habit, please. But I've never been the type to be like, oh, you can't wear this, you can't. I'm never the type to tell my girl, you can't do this or can't do that, anything. For the most part, once I make you my girl, I have a pretty good idea of like what you like what you would do, like, and they think about, oh, you can't hang out with this person. You can't. If I have to instruct you not to hang out with a certain person because I think you would do something, you don't need to be my girl, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I have to like.
That's too much stress on me. Yeah, I'm thinking.
It's almost like I have a leash on you. Like, yo, like don't go over there. Like, come back over here. Like, do whatever you want. Just like always keep in mind, like you have a boyfriend. Just like respect me. Like,
you believe in locations?
I share locations. I don't see a problem with it.
I don't. My girl share her location with me, but I do not be checking that. I'd be like, yo, you home from work? She'd be like, yo, check my location. I'm like, bro, I don't.
You forget that you have it.
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, I do not be checking.
Yo, it was and I keep telling about these posts, but I seen a post. It was like something like a nigga want to share his location with me, and I seen thousands of girls like, I'm not sharing my location with a nigga. I'm like, y'all are all the devil.
Y'all are all the devil.
I'm like, what is it like? It was to the point where I almost thought like, I was like, was I crazy for sharing my location with my girl? And I was like, no. Because I never checked it. I always forgot that we were even sharing locations. It was just like it's like a gesture, if that makes any sense. Like it's like okay,
it's a safety type of thing. Also,
and I'm like, where could you be, where you don't want your boyfriend to know? Like, what scenario that's not cheating or not anything that would destroy your relationship, where you could be like, oh,
I'm not doing that shit,
I'm at Baskin Robbins. I don't want to know.
Once again, it could be my poor taste in women, but last time I shared locations, I was ready to. I was ready to crash out. I was about to be on my D1 crash out shit. I'm not doing it again because it'd be the problem be, right, you got, obviously I know if you got a girl, you kind of know your girl routine. You know where she work where home, she might go grab a little Starbucks from, you feel me? Once she's doing anything outside of that routine that was not spoken about,
2 states over and shit.
I'm saying, like, bro,
and
then she wanna, and then shorty wanna hit you with the, oh, but I thought I told you.
Oh, nah.
Don't even play with me like that, bro.
I say the same thing every time, but like, think again.
Don't even play with me like that, bro.
Like, think again. Like, come on. I'm the worst person to like, oh, I thought I'll break down every manipulative tactic you think you're about to pull on me. I'm like, bro, like, you know this because like you didn't do this at this time, blah blah blah. Like, please.
So you from New Rochelle? Why you in Jersey City at 3:30 a.m.? Like,
that's crazy.
I'm saying, like, bro, you losing.
You see Cash Cobain just posted on his story here in Jersey City. Like, I'm like,
you started doing the math. Like,
you put two and two together. Like, I was like, oh, okay. So this is what happened.
Bro, I had a shorty had all her best friends block me because she was outside wilding.
Oh nah.
I was like, this is why I don't trust bitches either, and I don't trust friends either. Yeah, they are not for you, bro. Bitches be linking together like the Avengers, bro.
This is also why I don't be out of my girlfriends on social media either. Unless we like for real locked in, like. I don't
if we're like consistently around each other, we're like, we're on double dates, like it's like a friend group almost type of thing. Exactly. And it's like, but if you're just her friend, like, no, I don't see any reason for me to have you on here because you don't have my best interest at heart. And you know what, rightfully so, because I wouldn't expect my friends, like my guy friends, to take up from my girl to
vouch for her.
It's just like, it just is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna be super mad because I'm like, put myself in your shoes, like,
that's fine.
If one of my bros told on me about something I'm doing, I'm blacking out, bro.
Yeah, you clicked after that.
I also don't do anything. Like people never believe me. I don't think girls believe me either. I don't cheat. I don't do anything. I really don't. Like when I'm in a relationship, I have to.
I mean, it's not cheating if you're not in a relationship.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, but
I say.
I mean, but like, if I'm single, I'm acting a donkey, bro. But besides that, if I have a girl, I'll just be in the house.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for her, like. Oh, should be home any minute now. Like, I really be chilling, but
I guess it comes with certain lifestyles.
Yeah, but that's why, like, with the whole like cheating shit, I'm like, bro, I promise you don't have to worry about me doing anything. But also, you can't have my password to my phone. you just can't. I never you can't. I'm sorry. You will never go through someone's phone and be happy with anything you find.
Yeah, you're gonna find something like.
If I'm dating somebody in 2024. And she checks my phone and she scrolls back to something I did in 2021, she's gonna be pissed. If I scroll back and I see something happen in like
spilled milk
in like 2019 when you were sophomore in college, I'm like, you're a slut. Like, I don't like you anymore. Like, mind you, like, this was years ago, but it's just like you're not gonna find anything good in there. You only check the phone when you feel like the relationship's about to be over. Like, that's the only time where like this grace period where you like maybe you can save yourself or you can't. You go through that phone.
Nice. Listen, real quick, because you about to get into a part 2 after this. I'm definitely bring this back up on the next episode. But I will say this before we close out. My only time I check phones is because I don't like when stories don't match. Don't tell me, I don't know, yo, AJ, oh, that's just my friend, But then if I go in them text messages from 2010, y'all niggas was more than
Nigga
friends,
talking about
bro.
eating your butt from the
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm not jacking that, bro. Don't be
Yeah.
lying, bro.
You're like, babe, that was so long ago. Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. I'm not. At least me personally, if I'm in a phone, I'm not even trying to find new shit. I want to know if all the shit you've been telling me up until now is all corroborated within these text messages, bro.
Yeah.
Because if I see anything that looks a little inconspicuous, I'm on your ass. Because why you lying for that for?
At that point, like that's when I'm trying to check out the relationship.
Bro.
Like, I just need like.
How to shorty hide a whole body, bro? Talk about it's just a friend.
If I even think you kiss somebody, I'll probably start having palpitations, bro. I can't do that. And I always say I've never been cheated on to my knowledge. I always say to my knowledge because you never will ever know. Like you will never know. So
You will never know.
Don't even think you'll know. So always say to your knowledge if you don't think your girl cheating. But I always say at my age now, I don't think I'd be able to handle that. So if whoever I end up dating is probably watching this, please don't do that to me.
Please don't do that to me.
Because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Sliding down the wall.
Yeah, listen, man. You know what I'm gonna do? End up on first 48. Anyway, latest episode of Being Black is Ghetto, man. I am your lovely guy. Shout out, follow us on TikTok, Instagram at Being Black is Ghetto. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification at the top so you don't miss any of our lovely drops. You already know the vibes, man. Terrence T, Brody in the building. It's your boy Jay. We signing out.